guys, welcome back to another episode of ID with Khadija. Today we want to bring you guys along as we are not starting only one, but two condo renovations within the next 2 weeks. So right now we're finalizing off on all of our material. So we're here at our first location, Factory Tile Depot here in Mississauga. We're actually just going to match up one of our flooring materials with our tile materials to make sure it flushes nicely, get a new updated quote, have that ready for our clients and get everything going. And we want to bring you guys along on the ride so you guys can see behind the scenes of an interior designer. So one of the first things we'll be doing in this location at Factory Tile Depot is this is the hardwood floor that we are going to be using at our Donway project. And there was this beautiful tile that looks like hardwood that we're going to be using in the kitchen and in the laundry room. So we want to match up and make sure this is a nice seamless transition from in the family dining room over into the kitchen. Same thing from the hallway over into the laundry room. So let's hope, because if it's not, we got to do it again. Okay, so it is a pretty good match. It's not really off like that, so that's great. My only concern is the thickness of this material is about 0.75 millimeters, if I'm correct. And the thickness of this material here. So I'm going to see what is an option that we can do so we don't have a big step up from in the family room, or in this case, a step down from in the family room going into the kitchen. This is engineer hardwood. The quality of it is really great and it's also super thick. So you don't have to worry about putting down that additional padding unless you're doing soundproofing on the ground. But because of that, when you're transitioning from a tiled area to a hardwood area, you might have that additional step up, which we try very hard to avoid. I really do like that. So we're still going to go with that tile. I just want to look around again for the bathroom floor tile that we're going to be using. So this is actually for the primary washroom. It's actually going to be all along the walls, and then we also have the floor tiling. I'm waiting for the client to finalize off on the additional options that I sent them. I really hope they went back to the first one that we presented, because we just feel like it's best fitting and it has that geometric pattern and style that they're looking for, which is actually also in Factory Tile Depot, which we'll show you guys right now. They're in Hong Kong, so it is difficult for them to see a lot of these finishes that we have samples on. So sending the link, I feel like doesn't really suffice for them, but we're hoping that they trust our judgment and they go with this tile, which will look fabulous with the wall tile that we're going to have all throughout the primary washroom. The washroom is very beautiful, very grand, gold finishes, hunter green, vanity, double sink. It's perfect. So I'm hoping we end up going with our original tiling. We are starting the renovation within 2 weeks. But then the material for us to be ready and order, we probably won't need it until a month in. But
So I checked stock for you.
Yes, exactly. So that's why I wanted to get this stuff out the way. I would email you Friday with the updated quantities that we need for the square footage. You can give me the updated quote, see if it's available. And I would like to get a lot of our material ordered as of the ending of next week. But if we do that, I need to make sure that you guys would keep it until I actually need it, and not I order and then you guys say, no, we have to send it right away, right?
No.
Okay.
You keep it for as long as
Okay.
you like.
Beautiful.
That's not a problem.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you so much. What woman doesn't like to shop? So we are off to our second location. We're actually going to look at some quartz for the countertops and for the vanities, and we're also going to look at some backsplashes as well. As I mentioned before, we have 2 renovations that are starting around the exact same time. So we are trying to finalize off on all of the materials, get our quotes in, and get things in order for the next phase of work before renovation starts. But yeah, shopping. It's a great time because you know you're in the next phase of work that you know is right before the renovation, which is always exciting. It's also even more exciting when everything goes right, and with interior designers, planning is quite essential before you get into any phase of work to allow things to go as smoothly as possible. But yeah, I enjoy the shopping part because then you get to be exposed to newer materials that the places might not necessarily have on their websites for you to see, and getting to see these things in person, it really allows you to say, oh, you know what, that's it. Or if you find something that's better fitting, then you're able to make that decision by seeing it in person, seeing the style, the finish of it. In terms of like stores that I like, it's like your typical, I love Modern Comfort, I love CB2, I love Rove Concept. And there's a bunch of other unknown stores that are more local that we do like to shop at and look there and find our finishes and our final pieces for styling. I love Keystone. They do have quite a bit of nice material, and they always get new material as well. We're actually going to a store called Nouveau. They're located here in Vaughan. We're going to see some of the new stuff that they have, and I just like to be exposed to whatever really allows me to add additional style and taste to all of my projects. So if you know of any, comment below. We're going to see some of their beautiful material that they have. They have porcelain, quartz, stone, things that you design with your fireplaces, countertops, whatever you need to make it look extra good. This is what it is. This is similar to the countertop that we presented in the Donway project. We have a nice hunter green millwork that we're doing in the kitchen. And then we also have a countertop that is just like this with some gold veins and has an off-tone white to it. So I think this is something I want to ask them about. Now this I can actually use for the backsplash. So I'm going to ask them about this, but now I need to find the quartz. The quartz is a lot thicker for the countertops. So let's look about that. This type of materials for the risky clients. Countertops are usually thicker, but I believe these ones are because the porcelains for the backsplash and like fireplaces, they're a lot thinner than these ones here. You usually have your standard type of like countertops that you'll always see everywhere. And then you have your beautiful countertops that are outside of the box and really are specified for a certain type of client that wants everything to be a wow factor, and they step outside of what you're accustomed to really seeing when it comes to the finishes on these renovation projects. But this is beautiful. This one's also very nice. This is nice.
You can type in so you have only one for now.
You only have, and you don't know when you'll get more?
Here by end of January.
End of January? That's good. My renovation for one of these projects starts the beginning of February, the first week. If I give you the CAD for this, like I'll email it to you, and then you can give me a quote based upon the amount that I need, and we can kind of just go from there. Now we're here in Crate and Barrel because we're looking for some final pieces for our Oakville project. We're going to have our final styling stage for that project as of tomorrow. So today we're just looking for just a couple of more decorative objects to complete the look. In the powder room downstairs, as well as the dining room that are right across from each other, we played around with some beautiful wallpaper. So tomorrow the wallpaper is going to be installed. We ordered a rug from Wayfair, but it was a lot smaller than what we anticipated. So we returned it back. So now we're actually looking at some of the Crate and Barrel rugs just to see if we find the perfect one to finish off that washroom look. We actually got some nice green hunter towels, some black decorative accessories for the hand pumps and the soap So if I could find something that has like an olive green or even a dark green rug, or possibly black, that would probably be perfect to finish off the space nicely. And then tell you the honest truth, I do like this one. It's different. The dark wallpaper, the black bathroom accessories, and then this brown. When you think about floral, you think of garden, you think forest, you think stuff like that. So I feel like this would be a nice tie. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of ID with Khadija. I hope you guys enjoyed following us along, looking at a lot of material and finishes for our up and coming projects. Until the next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.